I tell people, if you train with me for the rest of your life, that's great. And if you don't, I at least want you to feel like you could walk into any gym and know what you're doing.
My job is as a teacher to teach you to become the teacher. Just like you. I mean, you came in as a student, and I always tell people, when the student has become the teacher, I've done my job. You're even better than me now. So that is my mindset. Welcome back to the Ready for More podcast. Strength is for everybody. I'm Idi.
And I'm Marc.
Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, where were you?
On a secret parenting mission.
All right, Marc, what are we going to talk about today?
All right, so today what I wanted to do was open up a dialogue about how a lot of people misunderstand, goals for outcome. Why are you really training? So a lot of people think it's about pushing hard, sweating more, and how much effort you put in, but that doesn't really speak to what your goal is. That's just an outcome. So as a coach, I want to help frame that it's about capability and capacity, not just outcome and how much you killed yourself in a session.
Yeah, I think a lot of them kind of got into that mindset when they were younger. Just seeing it on TV, because that was what it was. I remember just growing up, the P90Xs and the beach bodies and all that kind of stuff, seeing that every day, I don't really blame them for being in that mindset.
Right, and there's that, famous adage where it's no pain, no gain, and I think that you could definitely tie to this. I don't think that's true. I don't think you have to put yourself through pain to gain. In the context of bodybuilding, I get it where, you feel the time under tension, the stress you're putting your muscle under.
That's going technical. For the normal folk, they just think like getting in a good workout. So if I sweat a lot, and there's some people like that, they want to feel the burn, they want to just sweat. If I sweat a lot, then they feel psychologically like they did something. That doesn't
mean... Well, you know what? So. Because that's your feedback, right? Your feedback is the amount of effort you put in, the amount of pain you have, the amount of sweat, all these things. As opposed to if you've got a strategy, if you've got a plan, if you've got a tactical approach towards your goals, right? Where, you have some kind of undulating periodization, or if that's too fancy of a term, you have light, heavy, medium days, and you meet your goals on those days, and you can track it and go, we're on track, we're doing progressive overload. Those are the things that will get you to your goal without you killing yourself. But when you don't have a plan, and when it's all about how hard did I work out, that's your only feedback towards, did I do something or did I do nothing?
Yeah, most people don't have a plan. Even us as coaches, we don't have a plan. That's why we have coaches as well. Because right. we would go in with, okay, well, I'm creating this 6-week program, whatever. But you always tend to kind of change something in that program because today I'm not feeling that way. But if you have a coach, that coach will hold you accountable, and that's where we come in.
Right.
Yeah.
Another reason we coach is to help people build confidence and autonomy in what they do on a technical level, and then hopefully also on a strategic one, with some kind of plan you could draft up for yourself. That requires a little more knowledge, right? Hands-on knowledge. But in terms of the technical aspect, can I pick up a kettlebell, a barbell, whatever it is, or even body weight, and feel competent as opposed to intimidated? That, what is it? You give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, you feed him for life.
Feed for life, yeah.
Kind of thing. Mm-hmm. That's my goal with people.
Yeah, so it's all about getting clients confident in movements, because a lot of, how would I put it? Most people, especially if they didn't grow up going to the gym or playing any sport, they always see the gym as intimidating. And right. That is where we come in. It's just like, okay, well, yeah, I could actually do that. And that's our plan. Like, I want you to go, okay, well, if you cannot see me or you go on vacation or something like that, and okay, well, you do your warm-up first, then you do your squat plus your press, then you could do some pull downs and all that kind of stuff. You could kind of structure a workout. Even if I didn't give you a plan, you could do that on your own. That is the confidence we want to instill in our clients.
Right. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, that somebody's afraid they're going to be judged in the gym, right? That everybody else knows what they're doing better than me. And, maybe if somebody's going to be a jerk, they can look around, judge, make a joke, whatever. But when you have the technical knowledge, when somebody's taught you how to do something, I find, it's been my experience, that that worry tends to go away. Hey, I've been taught how to do this. I feel confident, competent and confident doing this. And now I don't really worry about external judgment. There's a lot of internal confidence that comes as a result of building these technical skills, building the autonomy and the capability of being able to do this stuff.
I mean, you have these clients, it doesn't matter how long you train them. You could tell them the same thing today, next week, 2 weeks from now. You always have to re-explain. That is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had clients
Yes.
I've trained for 12 years and they're still asking me the same thing, which is fine. You don't be angry at them, don't be mad at them. That is just how it is. But you have the other clients now, they want to ask you every single thing. I mean, are my toes supposed to be 30 degrees, 45 degrees? These are the ones that actually want to learn, and then they are just technique focused. So you have these two types of clients.
Just as a quick side note, you know my guy, Pete, you see him. I got to tell you, it's so, I don't know what the right word is, rewarding or entertaining, or just, it's a nice moment to share with him when I cue him on the same stuff and he's like, oh man, Mark, I can't believe I forgot this stuff. Thank God you're here. And I'm like, Pete, you're doing great. You know, your heart's in it. You want to learn.
Yeah, he's making light of it, yes. I mean, that's just like my guy, Mr. Magoo.
He loves
I've
learning.
been training the dude since like 2012 and I still have to repeat, like, is it okay? Like, oh, what? I mean, it's fine. Again, like, I just crack up at it and it's just, he still wants me to train him and that's all that matters.
It's nice for me to see somebody get joy and entertainment out of the learning process, you know? Even if it's the relearning process, there's just this appreciation for it that I guess as a coach, I find rewarding, and it's just a nice moment to share with your client or your student. All right, Idi, so, the next thing is that good coaching is, I believe, not designed to impress you or entertain you. It's designed to prepare you and to help you move ever forward towards your goal. So it doesn't chase novelty, and at times, if you're truly trying to refine your strength and a skill, or both at the same time, it can be repetitive. There's little changes you make, but it's not meant to be novel or an all-out effort. It's very calculated, it's strategic, and it's oriented around a goal, and there's a strategy towards that goal.
I mean, now there is a time for entertainment. We could make it a little more fun, but we also need a structured approach to stuff. So today is going to be our strength block. We're going to do this. That is why most times I have usually it's at the end of a session, you would call it a finisher. I call it fun time. That's where we pretty much do whatever you want. Providing that we got this part of the session done, then it's like a free for all. Or I would have a day. I would have a day like today is like let's do whatever you want.
Right.
But yeah, but you always should have a systematic approach to getting better and stronger at something.
Yeah, nothing to say there. Edie hit the nail on the head.
How do you define success with a client? I think we touched on it earlier. For me, success for a client is when that client could enter the gym and immediately know what to do. Okay, they get into their warm-ups, they know why we do certain things. I don't have to be repeating myself, okay, well, deadlift, like put the kettlebells at a certain spot between your ankles. Between your ankles?
Sure.
Between your ankles. Between your ankles. Yeah, but success to me is when a client comes in confident, knowing exactly, okay, well, we're going to accomplish this today. And then at the end of the session, they feel better than they came in.
I would agree. I think for me, it's, to use a different word, I think it's when that person has ownership over what they're doing. On a technical skill, on a confidence level, if you can take ownership, if you're not worried about, can I do this? I know how to do the thing technically. Let's say for a deadlift, for example, it's a very technical lift. And when I see somebody that doesn't shy away from a deadlift and doesn't worry about their back because they know how to walk up to the bar, set up in their hinge, wedge, brace appropriately, and lift to lockout, that's when I feel like, I've done my job, and I feel like this person clearly is demonstrating confidence and technical ability in being able to do the thing.
I mean, an example I will give is doing a get up. I have one client in particular, she always tries to psych herself out. She's like, oh my God, like I can't do that. And then almost every single time after the lift, she's like, that wasn't too hard. It's like, my job is to not put you in a position to fail.
Right.
And when she could just, okay, we're gonna do a 16 kg get up. She just does it, boom, and then she's like, okay, that is my definition of success. When she's not second guessing herself anymore.
So yeah, Idi, to sum it up, I feel like the goal of training isn't, dependency. It's independence, right? It's, we talk about strength is for everybody. Well, it's to gain strength that belongs to you, to gain capability that you own.
Yeah, gain strength that nobody could take from you.
Right.
That is our goal.
So guys, if your training is built around exhaustion, constant intensity, or comparison, it might feel productive, but it won't be sustainable. All right, guys, that's it for us today. We'll see you guys next week with a new topic. Until next time, guys, stay strong.
All right, guys, till we meet again. Peace.